What's up? What's up? What's up? I am Dr. Syleecia, and I'm so excited to be on Big Moves, Bigger Conversations. I can't wait for you guys to see this episode. I am an entertainment manager, executive producer, and educator. I'm also an author and speaker, but that's just too much. I am so happy that we touched on the music business, life, love, freezing your eggs, relationships, and Ghana. And you got to tune in so you can see how all of those things go together.
This is where Big Moves meets real conversation. I'm your host, Sasha, of Big Moves, Bigger Conversation. Welcome to Big Moves, Bigger Conversations, Dr. Syleecia. Dr. Syleecia, I definitely want to allow space for you to share a little bit about yourself. And I want to do it in a twist of if it was a 2-minute elevator speech pitch across the themes of entertainment, education, and empowerment.
Oh my God. This is tough. What are your this is okay. A 2-minute elevator pitch.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll pitch to you.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Dr. Syleecia. I am an entertainment manager, executive producer, and educator. I work in the area of music, TV, and film, and I've been a full-time professor for 25 years. At the same time, working in the music business and entertainment for 25 years. I work a lot in philanthropic endeavors. So I work a lot in Africa. My biggest component to who I am is connecting the diaspora. And I am the daughter of a blues and soul legend, Syleena Johnson. And I am the sister of Syleena Johnson, R&B Grammy nominated singer, and I'm also her manager. And I'm a Capricorn. I don't know what else.
So, Dr. Syleecia, we connect on a couple of points.
Okay.
Because I recently went to Ghana, and now I know my ancestry. And we are both Capricorns. I'm a
No way.
well, yes, I'm a Christmas baby, and
No, you're not.
yes, December 25th. You can
No.
ask my mama.
Pull out your ID.
I don't have it all set with me. I promise you, I would not lie to my viewers.
Is this a setup?
No, my birthday is December 25th.
My birthday is December 25th. This is a damn setup. Get me off this show. You set me up.
Dr. Syleecia, we are
No.
birthday
Did
twins.
you know that?
No, it did not come up on Google.
Sasha, are you a Christmas lady?
I am.
Oh my God. Would you tell these people how amazing we are?
Listen, I felt the energy, but I didn't know we had so many connecting points. Here, the world has shifted us.
Oh, honey, we are meant to do. First of all, do you know how rare it is to find a Christmas baby?
I know.
A Christmas day. I need to see your
I
ID
love
after
it that
this.
you thought I was lying to you. I do not. Hey,
Because
y'all
I'm
know
like,
that.
it never happens. When will I sit down with someone, hello people, that has the same birthday as me?
Yeah.
And just went to Ghana. What's your Ghanaian name? I'm Ajwa.
I don't have my Ghanaian name. What happened? I went during Dirty December. And so I spent a lot of time in the evening. So during the day I slept.
Okay.
So I missed, but that is the reason I'm definitely gonna go back. I'm definitely going back because there were other cultural things I wanted to explore and do, and I just didn't have the ability to. I did go to Cape Coast.
Okay.
And so that was something, but I also wanted to do like the W.E.B. Du Bois Museum.
Oh, yes.
So there were other things that I want to do, and that's actually one of the questions that got sent in.
Well, what day were you born on?
Is that a Tuesday? It was a Tuesday morning.
Okay, so I can get you your name. I'll text it to you.
Oh my gosh,
I was born on Monday, so I'm
Okay.
Ajwa.
Okay.
That's how your Ghanaian name goes. They don't get into like astrology or anything. Oh my God.
We are sisters, not just in Christ, but my birthday.
Listen, this is breaking news.
Dr. Syleecia, now that we've heard your accolades, who is Dr. Syleecia uninterrupted?
A person sleeping.
Okay. You like rest. I too enjoy my rest.
Because all I do is, I feel like all I do is work, or I'm on Zooms, or I'm empowering someone. I'm giving people impromptu coaching sessions.
Yep.
It's just, so uninterrupted, I'm probably asleep.
Okay. And I feel like similarly, when I am trying to disengage, I literally rest, put on my favorite show, and I'm just like in a slumber. With which to other people may look like depression, but for me, it's like I'm opting out because I don't.
Right.
It's hard for me to do it. If I don't do it extreme, it's hard for me to find just the regular balance of like, because somebody's still going to ask. There's always ask coming in, and so I have to unplug.
Right. That is so good. Like you just said it because you said if you don't do it extreme, you feel like because as you know,
Yeah,
we're Christmas people here.
yeah,
We're it's in our divine purpose to do things at a high level.
yeah,
Like so if we're not, people are thinking, "Oh, something's wrong."
yeah,
Like I have to literally stop myself from overbooking myself.
yeah.
Like I'm going to South Africa in a couple of weeks and I've put my foot down. And so my sisters and friends are always like, "Who are you putting your foot down to?" I'm like myself.
It's your schedule.
Yeah. It's like, "Don't you do it." Like I got to look in the mirror and tell myself, "Don't do it."
Yeah,
Even though it's already filling up. But I
yeah.
digress.
No, I love
I'm
that.
going to work on it. But
Um,
that's a great point that
yeah,
you brought.
we're going to stay on the theme of professional.
Right.
So, as you shared in your elevator pitch, one of your many roles, you're an entertainment agent, a manager, a manager for your Grammy nominated sister, who's a songwriter and talk show host as well, Syleena Johnson. What has it been like being responsible for someone else's career trajectory?
Wow, that's a great question. I feel like it's it's been tough because it's almost difficult because it's also your sister.
Yeah,
So not only are you managing this person responsible for their career, but it's also your sister.
yeah,
So it's like if you don't produce or if you don't bring in income or projects or opportunities, your nephews don't eat. You see
yeah,
what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it's a little different and it can be difficult. And I think I started with her very early and it was almost accidental how
Okay.
I became
Her manager?
Right. Child, I don't know if you want this tea, but I'll give it to
We
you.
want all the tea here at BNBC.
Child. Okay, so this is what happened. So she was signed to Jive Records. She had other management. And at the time she was married, this is her first husband. And this has been documented. I may have talked about this already, but she was married to her first husband and he was her road manager.
Okay.
So they would always argue, get on. She went on tour with her first tour was R. Kelly, the TP2.com tour.
Yep.
And they would always get into it. And so she called me out to come on the road to like block them getting into it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, the bus was breaking down. Like we had so much drama, but I was
Yeah.
like, this is so fun. So with the broke down bus.
Right.
But so I became now I'm at that point I'm in the corporate space. But
Okay.
I became her tour manager, road manager, then her business manager because she fired her business manager because they were taking too much money.
Mm-hmm.
And then she had management in place and she fired them. I'm not going to say who it is,
Yeah.
but they were kind of high profile people and so I took on all those roles because like we figured out we were always moving together.
Yeah.
Like when she did the Kanye West record, All Falls Down, he took us on tour
Yeah.
and it was just me and her.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, like where are these people? And a lot of the opportunities like I was bringing anyway, or
Yeah.
I was a part of. So that's how I became her manager. I always tell people it's like by fault of like everybody getting fired.
They got fired, not filled the blank. And then it was like,
And
I
I
didn't fill so many holes.
Right.
Why not?
Child. But it was good because I'm self-taught. Like I didn't have really a lot of mentors. Like now, I can reach back into the management bag and
Yeah.
ask a Mona Scott
Yeah.
something, or at the time, Blue Michael Williams was like giving me advice and stuff like that. But I learned really through like what do they call it? School of hard
Yeah.
knocks.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
learned
School of life.
yeah, school of life. I learned all of that on. So that's really how I came into it. But I learned to love it, and I think I'm different where I approached it from a corporate standpoint
Okay.
and from a project manager type of perspective.
Yeah.
Because I still was educating. I was still a professor, and I went back and got my doctorate degree. And people in the music business and record labels are like, what is this? You
Yeah.
talking about? I gotta call you Dr. Thompson?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And where's the money?
Yes. Yeah.
Like, so it's interesting. I had a different path.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, but it's been a challenge because being her sister is like you're operating in two worlds.
Yeah. I definitely think my middle sister, Sahara, she actually says, "Sasha, would you put me on as your business manager?" And I thought, absolutely, because I know there's a sister dynamic and she will always have my best interest, even if it's not similar in our approach,
Yes.
because she is more soft spoken. And I feel like where I'm kind of like, da 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 in your face, but we'll still get to the same solution, maybe just not at this, not from the same positioning.
Yeah. And that'll be good. I think that's a very good point because sometimes you need a good cop, bad
Yeah,
cop,
yeah.
and you need like now, like Syleena sometimes has to tell me. "Ugh."
Pull it
Like
back.
one time I cursed out one of her fans in the audience, drunk and belligerent, acting a fool. I walked up to her and I whispered something in her ear, and Syleena was on stage like, "No, it's okay, let her go." I'll tell you what I told her afterwards. It was a lot of cuss words. Cause I'm like, you are acting a fool
Yeah.
in the front.
Yes.
And she calmed down after what I told her.
Yeah.
Cause we was trying to throw her up out of this. Selena was like, no, on stage. So I don't know if your sister's gonna be that person. I don't know if that's even appropriate. You don't need a
That is
bouncer as a
Syleecia.
sister. Now
I'm
as a
gonna
talk show host. Okay. Long as we know that.
it's gonna be challenging me for me to get through this episode.
Yeah,
I can't stop
matter of fact, let
giggling.
me let you get back on. I don't want to ruin your professional.
No, no, no.
Okay.
This is excellent. So I do want to go. You noted that there were a couple of issues. You are working in a male dominated field.
Yeah.
How much of that Chicago
Okay.
has played into your ability to advocate for yourself, your sister, and stay out of the negative headlines?
Well, I think it's been well, I'll give you two dynamics here because I do have a corporate educational professor background,
Yeah.
right? So sometimes Selena will also be like, come out of professor mode because it'll be like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So I think that works. And then the Chicago side is I feel like a lot of Chicago artists and Chicago people, we just have a very down to earth, no nonsense type of personality. So
Yeah.
I don't think people try us as much.
Okay.
I'll be honest, people would be like, "Oh, you guys hung around R. Kelly and Kanye, and like with Robert, like people didn't try us.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
even with Kanye and his team, they
Yeah.
still call us their sisters.
Yeah.
They just I was like, I couldn't relate. But
Yeah.
I know things were probably happening.
Yeah.
Not with
Yeah.
Kanye, but
Yeah.
you guys know what I'm
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about. But I think it's just an aura you have to get out. And also too, like this aura and then how you grew up.
Yeah.
So I think that plays a role. I'm not saying that I came out unscathed
Right.
because me and Selena talk about this all the time. Like we probably missed out on a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
Selena got labeled a so-called the B word
Mm.
early in her career
Mm.
just because she would like ask for per diem.
Yeah.
Like that was like what?
Yeah.
Like we would
Which
ask
is
for.
now a standard. Yeah. She was just ahead of her time.
I got a story. They left us in Germany with no money. Listen. Shout out to Jive Records, who was a mess,
Mhm.
and they're girl, and they're talking about Listen, we need this episode going first because Jive Records is talking about coming back. I don't know if y'all saw that.
No, I have not.
I went on social media. I said, "Oh, great! So they can re-traumatize all their artists." No, it's like nobody. Jive Records is coming back. Like nobody asked you. Let me tell you something with these record labels. They left us in Germany. Like we were like young,
Yeah.
and we didn't really have a lot of money.
Right.
And so we were on tour with Kanye,
Mhm.
and they put us. Kanye and then went to another hotel, and Kanye was like, "Why are y'all in this other hotel?"
Yeah.
Now the hotel wasn't bad, but you have us staying two women in
Away from where the
in
rest of the
Cologne,
production.
Germany, and you can look up Cologne, Germany.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
You said Germany. That was enough for me. I'm well traveled, but I have no interest in going to Germany.
hello, somebody.
Okay.
And just left us out there with no per diem. Our label rep showed up late. And like, if you spoke up or said something, now that's wrong to do.
Yeah.
Even Kanye and I were like, why are y'all in this other
Yeah.
hotel?
Yeah.
We found out, hopefully I don't get arrested, but we found out that you can bill things to the room. Do you know the bill we ran up? ran up the bill. But I knew that Jive would have to pay for it.
Yeah.
But we ran up that bill so crazy. I mean, even when you made phone calls, I was on the phone for hours and hours. Y'all left us with nothing.
Right.
And then the day before we were to leave, the label rep came scrambling and gave us per diem.
Well, now you got per diem and the room charges, so
Let me
there
tell
you are,
how
Jive.
we snuck out of that hotel. We ordered a cab to the Kanye was like, "What are y'all doing?" We snuck out of that hotel because I didn't know if they were going to be, So those are the things we talk about male-dominated environment because most of these record labels, they are run predominantly by men.
Yeah.
And so it's like when you do speak up, you find yourself getting pushback over small things.
Yeah.
Like it just said we were
Yeah.
20 years ago
Yeah.
and Sasha said, "Hey, Dorian, I want this here." And he said, "No." And then you would have to be like, "But why?" And like argue.
You're argumentative. You're trying.
It's crazy. And I think we see it now. We do see more women in place. But now, even in certain spaces, and I'm not going to say all, you are seeing women move like men.
You see that consistently even in corporate America where they're like, "Oh, it was challenging for me. I want to make it challenging for you." And it's like, why get to a position and still reiterate the same poor practices? Um, it is again, they're likely not tuned into this because the folks that I am in community with wouldn't behave in that way, but we do see it consistently where they don't want to change.
Well,
They want to perpetuate.
Sasha, they need to tune into this.
Well,
So
of course they do.
I'm going to make sure I send them the link.
Oh, perfect.
I'm going to post it on Facebook and tag because a lot of the former record label people they do follow me, and I just do think I think it was a time, but we see the shift.
Yeah,
we see the shift. But like you said, even in corporate spaces, women are trying to. There are some women. I'm not going to say all.
Women. Yeah,
that are like it's what you said.
Yeah.
I had to get here and I had to struggle. But why?
Right. You remember what that put your body through? You remember mentally how that upset you? Like, why would you want that to be somebody else's experience situation?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
We'll continue down a lighter path, perhaps. We're on a set of BNBC, and one of the things that I appreciated as the team and I did our pitch for you to come onto the show was that you provide real-time feedback that's actionable. And so what you said to me is during our discussion, I said, this is such a passion project for me. And you literally said, we don't need to call it a passion project because then people will think you want to do it for free. And I just thought that was just such a teachable moment. But then going back to your Chicago nature, it was said, but said in a way that somebody wouldn't, at least I was receptive of it.
Yeah.
Is that intrinsically who you are?
Yes, but it could be exhausting because I'm glad because you could have got offended.
Well, as a Capricorn, there's very few things that offend us. I don't get offended.
Oh, that's correct.
Oh, yeah.
You probably took it and was like, "Oh, she's right."
No, I agree. I sent it to my team and said, we will take anything that says passion out of the deck.
This is not a passion project.
No, this is work.
You bet at with passion?
Correct. Everything on this set is $1 value.
Did you hire these people with passion? Now, is it a purpose project?
Correct.
Yes.
You're right.
Right. But I've got a story with that, but I don't want to throw this person under the bus. But that has been said to us about certain things, and you have to put your foot down.
Yeah.
And it's not personal to those people,
right?
Because they're trained and programmed now. But we could reprogram ourselves.
Yeah.
This is we can be passionate about a lot of things. Like I'm passionate about working out. I'm passionate about watching program.
Yeah.
But this is your life's work.
Right.
You want to make an impact.
Yeah.
And this is your purpose.
Yeah.
So
there's effort that goes into it. And so again, I absolutely appreciate the feedback and your willingness to give it. Is this consistent with just who you are and where you show up in all rooms?
Yes. It's sometimes received well and sometimes it's not.
Yeah. And that's okay.
It's okay.
And that's okay.
People, and I have to watch myself sometimes because even, people close to me, I have to watch myself because I can't always be in coaching mode.
Yeah.
Or in fixing mode.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people just want to talk or they want you to listen.
Yeah.
But I didn't get to this stage and age to just not share what I
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
you know.
So feedback that I get, and maybe it's a Capricorn thing because feedback that I get from my friends, they're like, "Well, Sasha, you think you know it all." And I'm like, when you come to me, you need to say, I just want you to listen.
Right.
Give me the direction. Because if you think I can't put you on mute and do what I'm doing anyway, I can't. But I'm choosing to engage and I want to, and I'm solution oriented. And so I'm not trying to fix you. It's just I want to be, I want to help you solution.
She sees me.
We
Oh
see
my
each
God.
of the
Would you tell these people? Now, okay, so that's what I had to learn. Like, you don't always have to be the fix
yeah,
or solution, but
yeah,
I am a solution oriented person,
yeah,
and I have been told that too.
yeah,
And here's the thing, Sasha. It's not that we don't know it. We're not trying to say we know
right.
everything, but we know a little bit about everything.
Yep, yep.
So maybe we didn't
Enough
know.
to provide context or perspective or willing to do the research. But again, if I don't know something, I will tell people. I say that all the time. If I don't know, I will tell you I don't know.
And we're not trying to come off as know-it-alls. Maybe that's something they have to figure out within them.
Mm.
But we pride ourselves on information
Yeah.
and trying to find solutions because I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish somebody would do that for
For
me.
me, yeah. I am doing for others what I want someone to do for me so that I'm not always in think mode. Yes. Anyway, that is BNBC. That's why I want to share the platform. That's why I want to connect amazing people
Yeah.
so that other people see get other people's perspective.
Perspectives, which is good.
Which
That
is
was a good question.
thank you. So Dr. Syleecia, we've talked all about what you do from a business perspective. How often is Dr. Syleecia showing up for herself?
I'm working on it. I'm working
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
You know, there are times where I probably could do better. So
Yeah. I want to hit on specifically, first of all, you are a breast cancer survivor.
yes.
And so I know that that journey, my best friend, she passed at 27 years old from stage 4 breast cancer
Oh my God.
and left behind 2 beautiful little girls. And so I know that that battle isn't easy. Share with our viewers maybe the mental space you were in when you found out, but also how you overcame that.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that because 27 is so young, but
Yeah.
then again, in our world, it's like she's not going to get mammograms at
Yeah.
27,
Right.
because they say 40,
Right.
right? So, um, a big part of what I do is also in um, women's health
Yeah.
around breast cancer issues. I am a Susan G. Komen ambassador. I just got that this year. So what my goal is to really share my story,
Yeah.
share kind of what I went through, and share like tips, tricks, nutritional things that we should be doing,
Yeah.
breast exams. But that was a big part of my story because I found out like in 2019. Literally, I found out 3 days before I was supposed to go out the country to South Africa for a tour that I had organized,
Yeah.
and I was gonna be out the country for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So and I didn't go, of course, even though the doctor was like, "You should go." I did not go.
Yeah.
But, it's a big part of my platform. So I wrote a book called The Resilience Factor:
Yeah.
How to Face Adversity, Trauma, and Tragedy Like a Superhero. And in that book, I kinda share my journey because someone said to me, "It seems like how do you overcome so many things?"
Yes.
And I was like, it's resilience.
Yeah.
And I just started doing more research on resilience, meaning it doesn't mean that you are just bouncing back from
Right.
everything,
Right.
but it's really how you recover.
Right.
So you go through the highs and lows and you hit rock bottom. And so that's what I learned with not just the breast cancer journey, but also being a person that had a stillbirth.
Yeah.
Losing a baby at 28 weeks was devastating. I think that's really what changed me.
Mm.
But I do a lot of my work when I go and speak in other countries around women, and just getting checked, self-care, because
Yeah.
we don't know the stress.
That we're enduring through resiliency and getting things done
Child,
and moving forward. We're gonna hug after this.
listen,
We're gonna shift energy.
it's just too much.
It is.
Because even just the burden of carrying a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
and I think I told you guys this. In Jan Van Zant, when I had my stillbirth, I was pregnant when we were filming Fix My Life.
Yeah.
And Yana Van Zant on set came up to me and said, something she whispered something to me. It was so crazy, but it was like true.
Yeah.
And she was like, and that's not good for your unborn child. And
Mm.
then months later, I had a stillbirth.
Mm.
And so I was like, and then just doing the research
Yeah.
on what can happen to a person's body. So with
Yeah.
that, I talk a lot, like you said, how you showed up for yourself, and I said I'm trying.
Yeah.
You think I would have learned a lesson,
Yeah.
but I talk to a lot of women about just self care and spa days,
Yeah.
massages. People think this is self care to me. This is like showing up for myself
Yeah.
to me because I never really do interviews like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a big part of my work. It's talking about women that lose babies,
Yeah.
children, um, breast
Yeah.
cancer, and grief,
Yeah.
how to grieve these things.
Yeah.
So those are all a part of my platform.
Understood. And then Dr. Syleecia, a lot of the viewers in my demographic are primarily female. I think it's like 54% at this point are females, and they range between the ages of 28 to 38. And so, in knowing that this is our childbearing years, what are some of the things that you wish more or other women or other people from a health perspective sort of shared with you that now, you know, you wish you would have known?
That's a very good question.
I only want to ask really good questions
Come
here
on,
on
Sasha.
VLEC.
Come on. Come on, Capricorn, with the questions and the cards. You better give them the cards. Come on, question. Okay, because I got a lot to say on
Go
that, but
ahead.
I'll keep it short because I wish people would have told me this.
Yeah.
Number one, I'll start with the shocker. You don't have to be married to have a baby. Is that
And play. That's true.
is that wrong?
That's a new age concept, but it's true. 100%.
If you find a partner and I wish someone would have told me because that's what we chase. I gotta never get married. So
Yeah.
I didn't end up getting pregnant. I was in a long-term relationship
Yeah.
till I was 40.
Yeah.
But I digress. Look right now at this age, the 28 to 38, you can look into and investigate freezing eggs.
Yeah.
Freeze your eggs. Breast exams should start very early. Feel on yourself.
Mm.
It's
It's therapeutic.
listen.
Touch yourselves.
You might like it. Okay, feel on yourself because I literally found my lump.
Oh my gosh.
I accidentally took off my sports bra. I found my lump.
Wow.
6 months prior, I had a mammogram and they said it was clean.
That's what I was going to say. Did you find that you had to advocate for additional testing once you found it, or because of the protrude that they were like, oh no,
No.
you do need to?
As soon as I found it, and my gynecologist pressed was like, she sent me to
Okay.
further testing, biopsy,
Yeah.
because the look in her eye was like,
This could be serious.
correct,
Yeah.
because it's a type of lump. It was hard.
Mm.
So there are certain lumps that are, could be cysts
Yeah.
and have liquid.
Yeah.
But this one, so now I know how it feels.
Mm.
And I had a friend, she had a lump on her breast, and we were literally after a concert, right? Syleena
Out there
performed.
checking each other.
I said, come here.
Yeah.
Pull it out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, it's this. Because I did so much research.
I'm kind of curious, and I haven't seen this. Why don't they have more models where you're able to know the difference when you're testing? Like, I feel like that is something
Yeah.
we should absolutely have rolled out by now, so that, to your point, women understand the difference in the texture and the feel
Of it.
of a lump.
Well, I can tell you, if it feels like hard, like a knot, that's
You should go get further.
you should go
exam.
fast,
Yeah.
right? And if it's like you can't move it,
Mm.
so if you're feeling around and you can't move it, also too, when I got pregnant and my daughter passed away, well, she passed away from intrauterine growth restriction, so she wasn't growing at the right pace,
Mm.
right? So again, no one had experienced this.
Yeah.
There's certain foods and diets and techniques and acupuncture, and there's certain things that you just have to do. And prenatal pills, like I tell young people, start prenatal pills now.
Yeah.
Now get prepared.
Yeah.
You'll be real fertile. So
Well,
you also got to use protection there, because
We gonna have a couple of sponsorships after this episode.
Listen, we need the condom sponsors. Okay. But prenatals,
Yeah,
that's important.
yeah,
Prenatals, there's so much. But those freezing eggs, if you're in your 30s,
yeah.
if you're in your 30s and you know that
You want to have children, essentially.
even though I've had friends freeze their eggs at 40
Yeah,
and 42 and 43, but don't wait. Don't wait. Freeze your eggs because and it's costly, but if you have good health insurance,
yeah.
um, that's something I wish because our parents they didn't know that.
No,
My
no.
mother, I asked my mother about menopause, and she was like, "Girl, I don't remember that. I was drunk half them years." I'd be like, "Lord,
Well, now you have premenopausal. Like I feel like now for
oh,
the
30s,
yeah, yeah,
early 30s."
yeah.
You,
Um, again, I'm not sure. I am not premenopausal, but I do know my friends who mentioned like they have symptoms, which is so. Again, no one used to talk about it, and now Holly Berry is like an advocate where she's all things premenopausal to educate women on what she went through in her late to early 40s.
Sasha, you can start as in your early 30s,
Hmm.
and you can still have kids.
Yeah,
Perimenopausal, it just means a shift in your body, but then there's a lot of natural uh, things that you can do to keep your hormones in check.
yeah.
So, I tell young people they hate me. I tell them stop smoking, stop vaping, stop doing all of this stuff because it just messes with your body.
Well, they already know I am bringing on a doctor here soon to talk about the implications. My son here on set does a lot of vaping, and I keep telling him to stop.
I'm gonna tell you something. Vaping is not worse than cigarettes. You
It
know how
is
many
or it's not?
students? It's worse.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know how many students I've had get taken to hospitals and they have the lung disease and all kind of stuff the vape because it's going in.
yeah.
It's just your body's not meant to. Don't get me started, but your body's not your body and your blood flow. Anything that restricts your blood flow,
Mm.
hypertension, stroke, and men, y'all shouldn't do it either. Yeah, we need y'all to be still.
Aren't y'all? Don't y'all want to procreate? All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't get us. Miss,
I digress.
they should have got us together. This conversation has gone,
We didn't jump so many. We didn't jump so many buckets.
but the people need it.
They do need it. Okay, so Dr. Syleecia, another segment that we do is called This or That. This is exactly how it sounds. You're going to pick this or that.
Okay.
Where you feel inclined to, go ahead and elaborate. All right, number one, vision board or written goals.
Vision board,
All right, team leadership or solo grind.
team leadership,
Music or movies.
music.
I think I would choose, yeah, music. I do. I love movies. I love good 90s movies. But I think music will get me through anything.
And I feel like if I didn't say music, like my
Right,
family,
your
legacy,
sister. Oh, gosh.
everybody would take me
Oh
out.
gosh.
Yeah.
Teach or inspire.
Inspire.
Coffee chat or champagne toast.
Oh, coffee chat.
Okay. I'm a little bit of a drinker. Perfect. That is this segment of this or that. So, Dr. Syleecia,
Yes.
the way that we always wrap up our show is by way of a call to action. And so, what I would like you to do is to look into your camera and essentially share what you would like to see. You can focus in on the entertainment industry or from a branding component because we didn't even get to talk about like how much you do in coaching and teaching folks on how to build their brand.
Mhm.
But from a stop and go, so red light, green light perspective, what do you want people to continue to do? And what do you want to see more people stop doing?
Okay, I'll start with continue to do.
Hmm.
I would love for people, and will specifically talk to Black people,
Hmm.
if that's okay.
That's my audience.
Okay, so Black folks, I want us to either start or continue to connect and bridge the diaspora,
Hmm.
and that is to travel outside of America,
Yeah.
go to an African country,
Yeah.
go to a Caribbean country, go to any of the countries where our ancestors
Yeah.
and slaves were brought from, and brought here.
Yeah.
But I definitely want people to continue to connect the diaspora and learn about um, your lineage, your history, even if it's native, if it's indigenous. Um, just continue to learn about the diaspora
Yeah.
connection
Yeah.
because that's where the money is and that's where the power is. And that's going to be because when the well runs dry here in America,
You need somewhere to go if you don't
where are
know
your
anywhere
dollars?
else.
Where are your dollars? So right now I have my company is registered in South Africa. I'm getting ready to do some work in Ghana as well.
Yeah.
I'm opening up a film and TV studio in South Africa.
Wow.
So I'll be there in a few weeks looking at land and things of that nature. But definitely connect the diaspora. Continue to research the diaspora.
Dr. Syleecia, I'm going to speak something into existence. I can't wait to
Okay.
shoot from South Africa in the studio. Love that.
What you don't already know is already text my business partner a picture of the set. It was like, we got to get this because I'm launching a channel there
Yes.
in a TV network.
Yes.
There. So I already text. I already sent
You heard it here first. I love
the
that.
breaking news. I already sent that through. That's already gone. Um,
Love that.
but yes, I want people to continue to do that. And what I want people to stop doing
Yes.
is giving away your creativity
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah.
And so ownership
Yeah.
is huge.
Love that. And I want to stay on, I know we have to wrap up, but one more point I wanted to make. One of my really good friends, we do a segment called Ask Sasha. And for today's segment, the question that was raised was from Tyreek. He asked the question, Sasha, how did Ghana change you? So when I went to Ghana for Dirty December for my birthday, every year I take a solo trip. And so I did a solo trip for 10 days in Ghana and in Accra. And the day before I was slated to leave, I cried uncontrollably. And I recorded it to my closer friends and just let them know, like, I had such a shift in my body going there. And I cried because I knew what coming back to the States would feel like. It's something extremely, it's almost hard to put into words what it feels like to be surrounded by other individuals who just look like you. I know that discrimination happens for different reasons. Over there, it's likely classism or what they think that you have coming from the States, but not being discriminated based on race feels different. And that was my first time being on the continent of Africa and feeling just connected. Connected in a way that, I mean, I've traveled to Asia, I've been South America, like I've been to other countries and continents and have never felt a level of connectedness like I felt in Ghana. And so I highly encourage folks to go, not just because of the history, but because of the version of yourself you'll find. Like also, as a solo traveler, spend a lot of time journaling. And we're sisters now.
Here's my gift I need to give for Sasha. We're breaking the third, fourth, and fifth wall.
Break the wall. But I just want to say that, like, I just had, like, I loved everything about it. I love the fact that it just felt organic. Production is coming on set. What is it?
We're breaking the walls around here. I can't believe you said that.
No idea.
Because I turned 50 in Ghana.
Beautiful.
In the motherland, and I did it. But my sisters and I, we have a journal line.
Yes.
And
you recently launched this. I saw this on
correct. You saw
Instagram.
That. Yeah. So the Journal Boutique is my older sister's platform, but we just launched a podcast talk show called Just Journaling.
Yep.
And this is one of the designs. It's called Legacy by Design. So you design your legacy.
Yes.
It has the 2025, but the rest of the pages are undated.
Okay.
So I wanted to present this to you for you to design your legacy.
Yes.
I totally agree with everything you just said.
Yes.
Same things happened to me when I was in Ghana
Yeah.
and I went there for the first time. The power of the ancestors.
Yeah.
It's unexplainable. And I know why you cried.
Yeah.
I know why you cried. So this is for you to design your legacy.
Thank you. Look at this. A lot of my guests, you need to start bringing me gifts.
Am I the only in first
You
one?
are the I've been giving. No, this is beautiful.
Hello, because
No.
I'm a Capricorn.
Yes, and we are givers by nature. Oh, I love this.
What people don't realize is on our birthdays, people sometimes forget.
Well, that's why I am a solo traveler every year, because to try to convince folks to travel during your birthday just feels.
Oh, it's a I went by myself, but then I met up with my friend AJ Johnson's an actress. And
So I met her too. We stayed at the same hotel.
Capisci?
She, yeah. we, we are a lady of luxury.
What was this?
It was doing. I was there this 22nd, and I met AJ.
No, what year?
No, this year, December 25th, December 22nd through January 3rd. And I met AJ at. AJ, you and I were at the pool, you know, the pool area, and she walked on water, and I made a joke and said, God has been speaking to me to come to Ghana. And she said, you see me over here, I done walked on water over to you. Didn't I just, this is your confirmation to move. I just need funding.
First of all, AJ is my life coach. Okay. Second of all, she's the one that brought me to Ghana the first time in 22. And then I went back in 24.
Yeah.
And I was just there in 25. Now, I left the 21st. She left. She had to go to, I don't know if she told you this, but Liberia. And then
she came back.
Yes,
I see her.
she was there. Yes.
We hung out at the pool. AJ, you can confirm my story.
But AJ talks, so I already know y'all kicked it.
Yeah, we kicked it at the Kopinski. She was
That's my
sunbathing.
hotel.
That is our hotel now. Kopinski, you need to sponsor it.
God, that is so crazy. So you were coming and I was leaving.
Yeah.
Did you tell her your birthday was on Christmas?
I did not share that.
She would have. She's a Capricorn.
I didn't know that.
She's January 2nd.
Yeah. No,
we would have been like, you would have.
We literally just talked
You would have
about.
totally been added to our group chat.
Okay, we just talked about the desire for me to come back to Ghana, and she said, "Don't allow yourself to overthink it.
Right.
What do you need to do?" And that, let's start to put that in place. And so I said to myself, like, I'm committing on creating a plan, and that's what I did that night. And that's what felt so overwhelming, because it was the conversation around, God, is this where you're calling me to be? Because I feel overwhelmed by the U.S.
And the project I'm working on will be perfect for you there. We're also looking to do a TV film studio there as well.
Okay.
But this is divine. See, this is what I'm trying to tell people.
Yeah.
This 2026 for me is the year of divine vision.
Yeah.
Alignment this is not by accident.
No.
There's no way we have this many similar stories. And then you run into AJ the day after I leave. Bye.
And with that, that has been another episode of Big Moves, Bigger Conversations. I'm your host, Sasha.